Hello, welcome, and good morning. My name is Brian Thomas, and I'm the founder and owner of Baptiste Power Yoga Phoenix, and I am a Tier 3 certified Baptiste Power Yoga teacher. And welcome to this Sunday's Badass Baptiste Teacher of the Week. Today we are having an amazing guest teacher. Her name is Shannon Brady. I've known Shannon for many years, have done lots of training with her, and really excited because Shannon has recently moved to the Phoenix area from Boston. So we're excited to have Shannon be part of our Phoenix community. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear. Good to see you.
Awesome. So great to be here. All right. Hi, everybody. As Brian mentioned, my name is Shannon, and I recently moved to the Phoenix area from the East Coast. Super happy to be here. I started my Baptiste journey in 2010, and I'd practiced many styles prior to that, but it was really the Baptiste methodology and the whole lifestyle that really stuck. And so I swiftly jumped on the path of teaching and took advantage of all the fabulous Baptiste Institute levels 1, 2, 3 teacher trainings, had some fantastic mentors along the way in Boston and beyond. So super excited to be here. And I know you didn't show up to listen to my story for 30 minutes. So let's get started. Child's pose. Bring your big toes together. And take your knees nice and wide like Brian's doing. So your belly has room to expand and contract as you establish your powerful Ujjayi pranayama, which is really just a fancy term for conscious breathing. In through your nose, out through your nose. And bring a little activation to the muscles at the back of your throat. So you give your breath sound as a reminder that this truly is a breath-based practice. And you simply follow your breath moment by moment. You are your best teacher. Okay, take a big breath in. Extend your arms really long. Let your elbows clear the floor. Fan your fingers out across the mat. And open your mouth and let it all out. Let anything go that doesn't belong in this practice. Nice. On your next in-breath, rise up to tabletop as a transition into downward facing dog on your exhalation. And move around a little bit. No doubt, it's Sunday morning. There's a little stiffness there. Bend your knees, elbows, give your head a little shake. Maybe you move your jaw around a little bit. Awesome. Now land in relative stillness and focus your two eyes on one physical point at the back of your mat or toward the back of your mat. Establish your drishti practice. Single pointed gaze. So you see right where you are in this moment and you know where you're going. And now just so that we don't end up in familiar territory, add a couple inches front to back between your hands and your feet. And you can bend your knees as much as needed. Yeah, the comfort zone, that's a dangerous place. Really nice. You might even be off your mat like Brian is. Okay. Tilt your sitting bones back and up toward the sky. Take a big, big breath in. Empty out completely, look forward, walk to the front of your mat and land in Ragdoll Pose. So feet hip distance, perhaps a little wider, and both feet face 12 o'clock. And bend your knees generously, catch your elbows like Brian's doing, or you could interlace your hands at your low back. You decide, just let your torso hang really heavy. Shift a little bit left and right, forward, back, explore the four corners of your feet. Mound of big toe, mound of baby toe, left and right of each heel. So much freedom when we really get into our feet without our shoes. Okay, breathe in. Exhale, let go of your elbows. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk your feet together. Ground your feet into earth and rise up to stand to extended mountain pose. Big stretch. Root down, pull in, rise up. Stretch your fingertips. Reach up through your ceiling. Take a big breath in. Bring your palms together, your thumb knuckles to heart center, and gaze at your fingertips straight out ahead of you. Big breath in. Breathe out. Inhale for 1 Om. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to on the way down. Flat back, lengthen your spine. Step to high plank pose and pause. Take a look at your foundation, your hands. Plug every finger mound into the floor. Really good. Now lift your chin away from your chest. Pull your belly button, the pit of your belly button, in and up toward your spine. Activate Uddiyana Bandha. Take a big breath in. Come forward and halfway down to Chaturanga. Yes, you can put your knees on the mat. Upward facing dog. Tops of your feet flat. Press back, downward facing dog. And right back to your gaze, your drishti, your ujjayi breath, because it will go on the wayside. And we are here to be in the practice of beginning again and again and again. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Walk or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Bow forward, lean into it. Reach up, get taller, get some serious altitude here. Yes. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway long spine. High to low plank. All the breath out as you lower. Upward facing dog. Pin your shoulder blades on your back. Good. Press back, downward facing dog. Now pump the air in through your nose, out through your nose. Keep listening for the breath to guide that sweet spot between effort and ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Bend forward. Last Sunday, rise up, reach up. Maybe a little upper back bend this time. Exhale, bend forward, right down to it. Halfway lengthen. Chaturanga step, or maybe you jump to a bent elbow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Smile. Take one breath in. Nice, Brian. Exhale, empty. Look forward and go. Front of mat. Halfway lift. Bend forward. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Get your tapas, your fire on. Pillar number 3. Look down at your feet. Keep your toes light. Take your shin bones back. You want 80% of the weight into the center of each heel. And on your next in-breath, drop your hips another foot lower to the mat as you turn the corners of your mouth up. Nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Soft on the landing. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1. Drop your back heel into your mat. Straighten your arms up over your head and gaze. Eyes on one point. Let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your hips just a couple more inches. Take one more breath in. Chest up. Take your eyes up too. Yes, Chaturanga, flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. And really explore the pose, your foundation. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of your pose. And maybe you go longer front to back, wider left to right. Be in action, be in curiosity. Never ever get there. Take one more breath in. Spread your fingers out and flow to your mat, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Clear it away. Okay, you have the lay of the land. We're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. And a reminder, the pace is whatever your breath dictates. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Chair, sit low, reach high. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Full breath takes you up. Exhale. Full exhalation to the floor. Low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog, other side, rise up, wake up, yes, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, back to your gaze, back to your breath, allowing the sweat to drip a little bit. Let it be slightly chaotic, that's by design. Breathe in. Exhale, walk or jump forward, halfway lift, bow. Chair, looking great, Brian. Bow forward. Do you hear his breath? Mimic that. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Spread out your fingers, your toes, all the way to the periphery. Chaturanga flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, rise up. Full shine with the hint of a smile. Chaturanga. Upward dog. You got a bark there. Downward dog. Take one breath in. Empty. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bend forward. Utkatasana. Last sunbeam. Make it great. Bow forward. Who cares what it looks like? Give it your best and it's enough. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side. Warrior one. Go get it. Maybe a little upper back bend. Yes. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left side. You go. Rise up. Full expression. Rise and shine. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg high. Bend your upper knee. Stay here or flip over. In foundation first. Feet on 12 o'clock. Really nice, Brian. See how he's got a cactus arm with his left arm? Helps you open up your chest, open up your throat. Take one more big breath in. High plank to side plank. Right hand down, left arm high. And listen for your breathing. Maybe today you drop your bottom knee to the floor. Or maybe you amplify and float your top leg. Who knows? Be in curiosity. Take one more breath in, a little higher. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, high crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale, prayer twist. Now check out your foundation. Welcome the wigglies and the wobblies, part of the practice. And unless your back knee is down, you want your back leg super strong and straight. And create a connection between your tricep and your front thigh. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, twist. One more full breath in. Twist and rinse. And here comes the fun part. Rise up to high crescent. Pull everything in. Skin to muscle to bone. Stabilize. And flow. Chaturanga. Excellent work. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Feet together. Left leg go high. Bend your upper knee. Stay or flip it. And turn your toes in just a little bit. Work your tailbone toward the back of your knees. Your heart up to the sky. Big breath in. Open up across your heart. And come back around. High plank to side plank. Feet together. You could stack your feet. If you're taking that variation, drive your toes up toward your shins. Keep breathing. And be curious. What's this side like? A little more challenging, a little less so. Take one more breath in. Flow chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, high crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale into your twist. Study your feet. Maybe you go longer. Sometimes you go a little short front to back. Maybe you go wider. Now work your breath. As you breathe in, pull your thumb knuckles toward your sternum. As you breathe out, press your top hand in your lower hand. Two more breaths in. Keep your chin drawing in a little bit. Breathe out. One more full breath in. Now full twist. Get all of it out. Rise up high crescent. Flow to your mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Are we awake yet? Take a breath in. It just doesn't stop. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Utkatasana. Prayer twist to your right. 5 counts. 5. Pull your front knee, level out your knees. 4. 3, belly away from your thighs. 2, twist. Bring your hands to your mat. Separate your feet. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Yeah, feet about hip distance. Now bend your knees generously. Lengthen your back first. And now bow forward. Yeah, use your biceps like you're doing an upside down pull-up. Little by little, you can straighten your legs, but don't lose that connection between your belly and your thighs. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Breathe in. Let go of your toes. Bakasana, crow pose. Right in, no time to think. Plant your hands. Some people I know do this on kettlebells. Anything is possible when you're a yes for it. Nice. Bring the inner edges of your feet together. Pull into center line. Activate Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Straighten your arms. Big breath in and shoot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, step back, belly flop, whatever works. Down dog. Big breath in. Exhale. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Chair pose. Prayer twist to your left. Welcome the heat. Welcome the heat. And just work your breath. 5. 4, shift a little bit left and right. Make sure you're not favoring one leg over the other. 3, deepest twist. 2, bow forward. Gorilla asana. Walk up onto your palms. Bend your knees a lot, maybe 90 degrees. Get your toes all the way up past the creases of your wrists and bow. Shake your head out. Wing your elbows out to the opposite sides of the room. Breath in. Slide your hands out. Crow number 2 could be the last one of the day, of the week. Go for it. Get it here. Opportunity is right now. You are ready for anything. 5. Nice. 4. 3. Keep breathing. 2. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow down. Inhale, sweep up, big breath. Steady your gaze forward. Garudasana, eagle, right leg over, right arm under. And you just come right in, and sometimes you got to move your way into stillness. Move the hips a little bit left and right, elbows left and right. Now lift your elbows up to the line of your shoulders and drop your tailbone down to the floor. Take a big breath in. Sink a little bit lower. Keep your gaze steady on the transition. Inhale, sweep up. Sweep up, reach up, extended mountain pose. Left side, left leg over, left arm under. Isn't Brian a great demo? I'm super impressed. Lift your elbows up, tailbone down.
Got a good teacher.
Palms away from your face. Yeah, like a teacher. In the work, always in the work.
I said I got a good teacher.
Sit a little bit lower, breathe out. Inhale, sweep up. Sweep up. Bring your palms to heart center, thumb knuckles to your chest. Take a full cleansing breath in. Clear all that drama away. Tree pose. Balance on your left leg. Bring the sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh. You could also bring it to your calf or a kickstand, anywhere but your knee joint. Bring your palms to heart center or take an arm variation of your choice. And if you fall out, you come right back in. Pivot your abdomen in and up toward your spine. Lengthen through both sides of your body. Take one more breath in. Keep your gaze steady. Bring your upper foot to the floor, arms by your side, and switch. Vrikshasana, left side. Level out your hips and notice if you're using your lifted foot to kick your hip out to the side. Do your best to center your hips over your feet. Take one more big breath in. And bring your upper foot to the floor. Walk up to the front of your mat if you're not there. Arms by your side, Tadasana, and let's flow. Inhale, sweep up. One more standing series and we are down. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward into warrior 1 and into warrior 2, and right away add space between your front heel and your back heel. Steady your gaze over your front hand. And drop your tailbone down. Go for a 90-degree angle in your front thigh. Even more. I know you've got this, Brian. Even more. Yeah, and you'll notice your butt wants to stick out a little bit. Lift the front of your pelvis up as your tailbone descends. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Now straighten your front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach forward and down. Yes, Brian's got a block like a good yogi. That works. Reach your top arm to the sky. Work your feet and put your attention on the underside of your waist. You want equal length between both hip bones and armpits. Breathe in. Exhale. Rise to stand, prasarita, side-facing, wide-legged forward bend. So have your feet parallel or even pigeon-toed. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a breath in, and Brian's already there. Bow forward. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Take one more spine-lengthening breath in, and go deeper. Walk your hands back into a chaturanga. Arm perfectly set up. If you are a tripod headstander, that is on offer. It is by no means mandatory. Some days it's there, some days it's not. You honor what's right here in this moment. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips through a flat back stand up and step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, bend forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one into warrior two, and go right in. No time to lose. You are ready now for anything. Welcome the heat. Welcome the resistance. And take 3 more breaths in. Exhale, tailbone down an inch lower. Inhale, belly in and up. Exhale, a little lower. 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. And here's the reward. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana. Make a seal with the outer edge of your back foot. And pin the front of your big toe mound. The front big toe mound down. The foot wants to naturally roll to the outside. 5. 4. Now full expression. Radiate out from your core all the way out through your fingertips, all the way out through your toes. Breathe out. Inhale, stand up. Turn your right foot in to face the other side. Interlace your hands at your low back. Little pigeon-toed. Take a breath in. You can use a strap here. Exhale, bow forward between your hands. Strap is my best friend right now. Anybody that's been lifting weights recently knows what I'm talking about. And lean into it. Moving your hips forward, a little more weight in the balls of your feet. Breathe out. Inhale, stand. Bring your hands to the floor. Hands to your hips to a flat back stand up. Look forward, step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Move your collarbones away from each other, hips off the floor, downward facing dog. And now look forward, walk or jump through to a seat to set up for bridge pose. So you know the pose, you know what's coming. Get right into it. All my delay tactics come out right here. Speaking from experience. Nice, Brian. Now wiggle, do the little shoulder shimmy. Interlace your hands at your low back. A little space between your chin and your collarbones to protect your cervical spine, and work your tailbone toward the back of your knees. Press down through 4 corners of your feet. Take a big breath in and slowly come down to your mat and prepare for wheel pose. Now here's the deal. If you've got an injury or back issue, you stay with bridge. If you just don't like wheel, absolutely do wheel. Bring your hands up outside your shoulders.
Yeah.
Nice and wide. Ready, set, and go up. It'll be a little messy. First one's a little sticky. It's okay. Relax your head. 5. Walk your toes in toward each other just a little bit. 4. Work your chest toward whatever you're looking at. 3. 2. Tuck your chin and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come down. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Supta Bakasana. Place one hand at your heart, one hand at your belly, and listen. Listen to your breath, the sound of your heartbeat, the sound of being alive from the choice that you made to show up this morning. All right, stretch everything out. Arms up over your head, stretch your legs long, make a big X with your body. And bring one knee at a time into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Massage your low back. And then into happy baby. Or dead bug. Your choice of cue. West Coast, I think, tends to call it happy baby. We call it dead bug on the East Coast. Draw your knees down outside your ribs. Let go of your feet and just a little bit of core. Okay, bring your knees up over your hips, soles of feet toward the front of your mat. Yeah, 90 degrees. Now place your palms on your thighs, fingertips toward your knees. This is an isometric exercise. Also requires a lot of integrity. Lift your shoulders off the mat. Look at your thighs. Now press like crazy into your thighs, and at the same time, press like crazy into your hands. The harder you press, the more you benefit. Keep breathing. And I know you're working if your face starts to crunch up and you start to get angry. 5, 4, and you use your breath to soften your face. 3, 2, really good. Hug your knees into your chest. Really, really good. Okay, let's take a figure 4 variation of half pigeon. Plant your left foot on the mat. Place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Now thread your hands through, interlace behind your left thigh, and then bring your other foot off the floor like Brian's doing. And you can use your elbow to help press your knee open. Flex both feet. Breathe deep. Keep your eyes focused. You might have them closed, in which case you could focus on your third eye center. Just a few breaths. Notice if you're starting to drift off, disrupt that with your breath and your drishti and your commitment to being right here, right now, in this moment. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And switch sides. In whichever finger clasp you took, take the opposite pinky on the bottom. Flex your feet. And square up your hips. I know on me, one hip wants to hike up higher. Level them out. Keep breathing. This is how we give ourselves more time, by embracing the stillness and the pauses and creating more space between each breath. And it requires being right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Hug both knees into your chest. Now straighten your legs up to the sky and choose an inversion, a block under your hips for waterfall, a lovely variation, as is a shoulder stand. If you're on a block, so allow your hips to settle into the mat, but articulate the feet. So it's kind of like a point flex. Point your feet and flex your toes back toward your ankles. Relax your shoulders. Perhaps here is an opportunity to just do a scan from the top of the head to the shoulders, the torso, the hips, the legs, the ankles, the toes. What's different from when you walked onto the mat? Not with any place of judgment or expectation you're trying to meet, but just an awareness. Take one more breath in. Breathe out. Slide the block out from under your hips. Hug your knees into your chest. Pull everything in nice and tight. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeeze in really, really tight. Get all the tension out. And open everything up into a relaxed position for Shavasana. And close your eyes. Give me a little fidgeting, wigglies and wobblies out of the way. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. Breathe out. And lay it all down. Breathe in. Empty out. Inhale, big stretch. Reach your arms up over your head, your legs long. Gather one knee at a time into your belly. Roll over onto your right side and take a moment there. And with your left hand, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Could be cross-legged, could be in Virasana on a block perhaps. Bring your palms together, your thumb knuckles to heart center. Close your eyes, take a breath in. Clear it out. Inhale for a closing Om. Bring your thumb knuckles to forehead center. Take a big breath in and bow to each other, our lovely Instagram community. Exhale, bow forward. Namaste.
Namaste.